morning, guys. I just wanted to let you guys see my new room in case you ever come back to campus so you kind of know what to expect. And then I also wanted to talk to you about the unit that we're starting and the projects that we're starting with it. So up until this point, we have done a unit on value, which is where you did the celebrity portraits, the pen and ink drawings, and the charcoal, where you were looking at creating lights, darks, and everything in between. Then we did a unit on color, where you did the color wheel and the color schemes when you did the little playing cards. And then we did a unit on perspective, where you learned about 1-point perspective and 2-point perspective. So all of those things will kind of carry over into what we do in the spring semester, because what we do in the spring semester, I like to call this unit independent investigations. So basically you are figuring out what you want to do. I will give you some basic guidelines and you will kind of run with it. So whereas with the self-portraits, I said, you're gonna use graphite, you're going to find a photo from one of these sites, you are going to put a grid on it, you're gonna draw it, you're gonna shade, like I told you every step of the process. I will still tell you how to do things, but I won't tell you what to do. So today we're kind of preparing for the next project. So today I will give you some more instructions on what to do. That will be found in dead day, positive, negative space. But from here on out, I will kind of give you some guidelines, but a lot of it will be up to you. So for instance, the project we're gonna start tomorrow will be scratch boards. So it's a black background and you scratch away to reveal white underneath. I'm not gonna tell you what to draw. You can draw anything you want to. You should make sure that it's something that's challenging enough for you, that you can get a good grade on it, but like I'm not gonna tell you it has to be a bird. I'm not going to tell you it has to be a city. I'm not going to tell you what it has to be. It can be anything that you want it to be. The same thing in a few weeks when we get to watercolor, when we do linoleum printmaking. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some guidelines, like here are some things that I'm looking for when I grade, but I'm not going to tell you your watercolor has to be an ocean landscape. And then we'll also do some projects where I'll tell you, depending on which ones I choose, we'll do like maybe song lyrics. Okay, so it has to be based on song lyrics, but you choose what you do. Do you want to do watercolor? Do you want to do graphite? Do you want to do pen and ink? Like, so this semester is a lot more open-ended. Some kids absolutely love this and some kids find this super challenging. If this is challenging for you, that's good. That means that this isn't something that you've done before and you're activating new parts of your brain. I really hope that this is something that you learn to do well, because this is something that will aid you in your future careers. Most of you hopefully are going into a career with maybe a little bit of independence, where you can kind of, you don't have somebody breathing down your neck the whole time. Like that's the goal. You don't want somebody like micromanaging you and telling you first do this, then do this. Like you want to be able to do things on your own. And that's what this unit is kind of geared towards. So the first thing we're gonna do, the first 3 projects of this unit, well, one of them's a dead day, so it's not really a project. So dead day and then 2 projects after, deal with a reversal from how we normally think. So normally we think white paper, dark mark, either black mark, gray mark, red, whatever color you're using. And this time we're gonna think opposite. We're gonna think dark surface, light marks. So we're gonna start by doing a dead day today where you practice that, and as long as you've practiced it, you get your points. Doesn't matter if it looks terrible when you're done, you get your points. So don't stress yourself out about that. And then we're gonna move on to 2 projects that are a little bit more high stakes, and both of them involve not being able to easily fix your mistakes. So they both require a lot of intention and planning going into it, and not just like jumping in and hoping for the best. So if you have any questions during this unit or the next couple of projects, if you have any issues getting supplies, hopefully you got your supplies on Friday, but if you didn't get your supplies on Friday, you won't be able to do, you might be able to do the project, the dead day project today, depending on what supplies you have at home, but you won't be able to start the project tomorrow. So if you have issues getting supplies, please send me an email and let me know so I know, to extend the deadline for you and stuff like that. But if you have problems with anything else, send me an email. I'm always happy to help.